You started.
We're live.
You should look up Cabo Kingdom on there.
All right, we're checking the audio. Let us know if the audio is good with it. Seems like we are not live yet, but I want you guys to join. Because I'm pumped. Because Kawhi Leonard is heading to the Los Angeles... No, not
Spurs.
the Kings. The Los Angeles Kings. I'm joking.
We're live. I got it.
All right. All right. We
already got a caller.
People are...
We'll cut the volume off.
It's that computer. All right. People calling in.
Just wait 1 second, fellas.
Call in once again. Because I got the cell phone right there. Yo, that stream looks clean, though. I'm not going to lie.
Is it a little bit overexposed? We can tone it down.
I don't think so. You think so?
A little bit.
A little bit. Recall 916. All right.
Ever since he put out the number in the morning, people have been
calling
all
like,
day.
stop
We're like
calling
5 o'clock, guys. Call in later.
And we apologize for coming a little bit late, but it's okay because, and I'm actually going to have it on loud because I don't even hear when people call. But other than that, thank you guys so much for joining this live CK podcast special edition. We're not doing one tomorrow. We have a heavy loaded day tomorrow, so we decided to do it today. Hey, Coco, it's Jim. All right, Jim, call in. I just got your voicemail, man. But we're not doing a podcast tomorrow. This is a Saturday edition on a Friday afternoon. It doesn't get any better than that. And don't forget to get your merch, man. Need more cowbell merch? It's hot. Links in the description. No question about it. Big news today. Kawhi Leonard he wants out. That's right. Kawhi Leonard wants out, and
right now.
He wants to be in California. And it just happens that the Kings, the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Warriors are in California. But where he really wants to be, and I'll be honest, is probably the Lakers. But what will the Lakers do to get him? Are they willing to give up their young assets? And I think they are. Who are we kidding? They are willing to give up everybody, but I want you guys to call in. We'll discuss what teams fit best for Kawhi Leonard, why it makes sense to go to LA, why it makes sense to go to SAC or not make sense to go to SAC, why it makes sense to go to the Celtics, which is another destination. I know I put the Blazers and I put the 76ers would be a great place, and to me it would be the most likely for Popovich because Popovich is on record saying he would not want to trade him to the West, especially to the Los Angeles Lakers. So we'll talk about that. Also, we'll hit on the draft a little bit. If you guys have any draft questions, who's your favorite team? If it's the Hawks, if it's the Hornets, if it's the Mavericks, make sure to call in, join the conversation. Tomorrow morning, we are releasing yesterday's podcast in YouTube, in a YouTube format and YouTube fashion. So stay tuned. 6 a.m. It's already scheduled. If you guys don't like to listen to it for whatever reason on any audio platform, we'll have it to you on the YouTube platform as well. So I want to know what you guys are talking about. What's up, Kaylee? What's up, Samir? What's up, Samuel Corlison? Doncic is the best player in the draft, in my opinion. I don't think Doncic has number one potential. I'd rather trade the pick for a proven number one and number two. All right, so we got Kawhi Leonard. We got the NBA draft. What else we got on the plate? Any massive news? LeBron James.
Leonard.
LeBron James is always in the news for whatever reason. His hand
Doncic,
being broken, or
Doncic.
Him hitting the whiteboard and then releasing it after they get swept. I thought that was weak. Your thoughts on that, man? I mean, was that necessary?
You know what? It wasn't necessary. And LeBron is going to leave, and he's going somewhere else. Cavaliers didn't deserve LeBron, man.
Why?
Because he's too good for an inconsistent team like that. He's a goner.
So he's a goner. Okay. In La La Land, they think they're going to get Paul George, Kevin Durant, LeBron, and Kawhi all on the same team.
Tell this to the Warriors. I'm kidding.
Tell that to the Warriors. But I threw out this hypothetical about 3 days ago. I said, what if LeBron and KD went to the Lakers, Paul George went to the Golden State Warriors? It actually would make sense because Durant's $26 million would come off the books. They would sign and give that to George, etc. The Lakers get their 2 max players. Who would win in the 7-game series, knowing that you got Lonzo, Ingram, Kuzma, LeBron, KD against Steph, Paul George, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green?
I'd still go with the Warriors.
Oh, he's going why?
They have more team chemistry.
Right.
Team chemistry.
Chemistry.
Miami
their
didn't
system.
do it. Like, Miami proved to me that LeBron can't win the first season just, like, putting it all together. He needs time to develop with his young guns, especially these young Lakers.
Okay, so in the 7-game series, you have the Golden State Warriors winning this. All right, guys, join the conversation. Call in right now. We want to hear you guys. Who would win the 7-game series if LeBron and KD went to the Lakers and Paul George went to the Warriors?
That'd be so weird.
That'd be an amazing series, all right?
Yeah, it would.
I mean, it'd be back and forth. But going to Kawhi Leonard, the big news broke today, and I kind of felt like that was set in stone already. It was written on the wall for a while. You and I always talk about that, you know, on our way to the building or on our way to a game or to a practice. And you kind of question if he's even healthy. And I told you pretty much he's healthy. He saw the Isaiah Thomas issue with Boston, how he went out. Then they traded him. So he doesn't believe in the organization. And he doesn't believe in loyalty. So how do you feel about that?
I honestly felt like the Spurs were going to keep him. They were going to work out their differences. Unlike you, I was surprised that he wants to leave the Spurs.
But why? I mean, so what we know is that his uncle is now managing him, and he pretty much feels like Kawhi doesn't owe the organization anything. It's not like the whole Tim Duncan situation where he owed the organization owed him, and I feel like Kawhi already responded. He got the organization a championship. He was Finals MVP, and now I feel like he's ready to make his next step the way LeBron took his next step, right? And he wants to go home. He wants to go to California. And I'm just saying.
There has been a lot of pictures of him, like in his little Dodgers hat and chilling in L.A.
Right.
Living that L.A. life.
He is a very quiet individual. So he's definitely low key. And you know Sack is kind of low key. So I'm just saying Sack's on the up and coming. And hear me out. The Kings should do a sign and trade with Kawhi Leonard. So if they're gonna trade number 2 and whoever else, it's gonna have to be a sign and trade. You can't just trade for him and know that he's on a 1-year rental, because if you do that, you're gonna set the franchise back, because we pretty much know he's going to LA or he's going to a contender who has cap space in 2019. The Kings are in a great situation because either way, they'll have about 20 to 28 million this year, and once Zebo's, Garrett Temple's, Costa's, and Shump's contract comes up next year, we're gonna have about $50 to $60 million. So
no, okay, I get it. I agree with you. The Kings should do a trade if it's a sign and trade.
Right.
But what the fans want to know, about what you have to say is, who would you give up for a Kawhi sign and trade deal?
Okay, I'll get to that later. I also want to address a comment on Twitter from my boy, something 93, do with the hat. He's very knowledgeable. He pretty much said that De'Aaron Fox, Harry Giles, Buddy Hield, Bogey are the staple of the team. They're the assets. They're what he wants to build around, along with number 2. But what he put out there was that
it's a fair argument,
right?
Yeah.
But he put out there that Memphis is willing to give up number 4 in this draft, and all you got to do is take Parsons' contract, which is terrible. I get that, but to me would Memphis really are they that desperate to give up his contract, to give up a future All-Star? Because this draft is heavy. It's heavy loaded. There is no way you're just gonna absorb his contract, right? And just let me take number 4 from you and get either Bagley or Jackson. Like, no, they're gonna want one of those 4 guys. And to me, if I'm the GM of the Sacramento Kings, None of those 4 guys, as much as I love every single one of those 4 guys, and trust me, I love them a lot. They're great human beings. But this is basketball. This is straight basketball talk. I would give up Harry Giles in that trade. If they ask for Harry Giles, I'm pulling the trigger. If they ask for Buddy, I'm pulling the trigger. If they ask for Bogey, I'm pulling the trigger. If they're asking for Fox, I'm going to want their small forward in return. Right? What's his name?
Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
Yes, sir.
And the same thing goes for Bogey.
And Tyreek.
Well, Tyreek's a free agent. But if they want Bogey or Fox, I'm going to demand Dylan Brooks and the number 4 pick and that terrible contract. What do you guys think about that? And trust me, if they just asked for Harry Giles, as much as I love Harry, if I have a promise that Bagley or Jaren Jackson are available at number 4, I'm making that trade happen. I mean, we know what we know. Again, I get it. You want to have that consistency, right? That's just point, having these pieces. But I just feel like I am super confident in the scouting I've done on Jaren Jackson, that if I'm confident enough in my skin to tell myself, you know what, this kid has potential to be a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA, I'm going to pull the trigger because that warrants him being worthy of a top 4 pick. Being a Defensive Player of the Year is no joke, everybody. If you do that, that means you're probably winning games. And if I know for a certainty, barring injury, that this kid is that good, I haven't seen a guy of his abilities on defense since Anthony Davis, E-Man, since 2012. And even then, and even if people say JoJo wasn't that good at Kansas on defense. Yeah. I feel like Jaren Jackson is that special of a talent on defense. He also has the ability to stretch the floor as a 5. He can hit that 3-point shot. As funky as it looks at times, it's a little push shot, but that thing goes in. It's always gone in his entire high school, college career. So my thing is, do you pull the trigger if they ask for one of those 4 guys? And you get Luka and Jaren Jackson, or Luka and Marvin and Bagley.
How I see it is, I think if I'm a GM, I will pull the trigger on guys that I've seen for 2 years already, meaning Buddy Hield, Willie Cauley-Stein, Scout, those guys. But if I just got Bogdanovich, Harry Giles, and Fox, I disagree. I think that I still need to see, if one of these guys can come out and be the franchise player of this team. So to my point, I would only pull the trigger if they asked for certain guys. And to clarify what you want to do is you think that anybody on this team is tradable. That's what you want to say to the fans, right?
Right. I think nobody's untouchable.
Okay.
Whenever you win 20 to 30 games, nobody is untouchable to me, right?
Yes.
Is that fair?
That's your assessment. I feel like, Fox and Bogdanovich and Harry Giles still have time to prove, hey, look,
I agree with that.
I can be the franchise player of this team. So I personally, if I'm the GM, I wouldn't do it on those guys, but the rest, Buddy and the other guys that we've seen already.
So you're saying Buddy, Willie, Scow,
Papagiannis, he was still here.
So Fox, Harry, and Bogey are untouchable for you.
Yes, those are the only guys that, okay.
And I tend to agree with them.
Let me evaluate them
I do.
one more year
I do.
before I go out and trade them.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I want all options to be out there for people to understand the perspective to go out there. But I agree 100%. Those 3 guys, to me, I want to see what they have because of your point. We don't know what they have yet. They've been in the system 1 year.
Yeah.
And some can say Buddy's been in the system for a year and a half because he came in after the trade, right?
Buddy, yes.
So, but you're willing to give up Buddy if they say
if they ask for Buddy Hield, I'd give up Buddy Hield.
Right. All right.
Knowing I already took Luka.
Right. And again, this is if you get Luka.
Situational.
If you get Luka, Marvin, or Jackson, one of those 2 bigs with Luka Doncic, right?
Yes.
Right.
Or bite the bullet and get Mo Bamba at 4. You wouldn't do that though.
No, I mean, you saying if he's available or if Jaren? No, because
if Bagley, Jaren Jackson, and Mo Bamba, one of those 3 guys are going to be available, you would bite the bullet on all 3 or only 2?
Well, someone's going number 3.
Yes.
And it's likely to be Jaren. because Atlanta's a little bit more higher on
So
Jaren
you'd be
than
okay with
Marvin.
Bagley.
I'd be okay with Bagley.
And then would you be okay with Mo Bamba?
No.
Okay.
No.
So Mo Bamba's a no. You
Okay,
wouldn't trade.
and real quick about Mo Bamba, I know everybody wants to compare him to Gobert, and everybody wants to say that he's shooting, and he's shooting with one of the best shooting coaches right now. He's doing his due diligence. We don't know if he can shoot. So my question to you is, what if he doesn't become a good shooter? What is Mo Bamba? How does he find his offense? Right?
If he can't splash the floor,
Right.
he has enough height where he can make post moves. Not against every big, but situational. He can still get, he can post some guys
but
up.
do you feel comfortable in him doing that? Knowing what you know?
No, he's
right.
not. I don't see him as that type of guy.
Right. You want him to stretch the floor and play defense.
And get rebounds.
Right. To be Rudy Gobert.
Exactly.
But to stretch the floor, that's what makes him unique, right? But if he doesn't hit that ceiling, or it's like we're all assuming that he's that.
How do you view Gobert? Is he a failure because he can't shoot?
No, but we know what he does. He's actually good in space. He's a defensive player. He's one of the best defenders in the game. We don't know of Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba had a lot of stretches. I questioned his motor. He wasn't dominant in college, even though he was playing against worse competition. Mm-hmm. So that kind of like Aiden and Bagley were in terms dominant. They proved it. They had great stats, 20 and 10 guys. Bamba wasn't like that. You know what I mean? So to me, if his shot doesn't develop, I'm not buying it. I don't think how effective. To me, it's like it's a star or bust type thing. There's no, at least for me, there's no middle ground. I need him to shoot that shot efficiently and make it, not just shoot it, because as much as he can shoot it. I need him to make that shot. That's how I view him. You know what I mean?
But
I view Bagley.
But you have the same standards.
Bagley can make a move in the high post.
Oh yeah.
He can kind of play and make a little bit. He don't really need the ball. I see him differently. Bamba is more like, yes, he's gonna protect the rim. Yes, he might get switched on and he might make a play because of his 7'10" wingspan. But at the same time, he's lethargic when it comes to going laterally. I've seen way too much tape where he gets beat by a quick guard and it's over, right? And then he gets pushed off the block because of his thin frame. Now, if he puts on weight, and that's hard because we assume they're going to put on weight. We've assumed Scal has been, like, it's not easy to put on weight. Like, hey, let me inject some Mike Bibby drugs in you and just turn into a monster. It doesn't happen that way. Fans are way too impatient to see a guy develop 5-6 years. They don't have that time. You need to do it in the 1 to 3 year span before someone calls you a bust. Yes or no? Yep. I mean, look at Papa. You don't think I want to develop, but they don't have the time. It's all about time in the NBA.
Dragon from the Phoenix,
right?
Scal from SAC, like the fans, the organizations, everybody wants these players to develop ASAP, and if they can't, Lonzo Ball even Magic Johnson sat down with him. I saw that, and he said that this is going to be the biggest offseason, for Lonzo Ball.
In his life, ever.
Exactly.
And the same shit goes for De'Aaron Fox.
Exactly.
Someone just said Doncic and Wendell Carter. I would love that, guys. I mean, I'm so high on Wendell Carter.
You would trade anybody on the Kings for Wendell Carter?
No, but I would trade anybody on the Kings for Jaren Jackson.
So, I don't think Wendell Carter will fall back to 14 because the Nuggets offer is still there too. If you take Fareed in 14,
right. At 14, you're looking at Robert Williams or Mitchell Robinson from Texas A&M or Western Kentucky. You're looking at guys who have the DeAndre Jordan, Clint Capela coming into the league type raw athleticism. They're crazy athletes, 7'5" wingspans, defensive guys with some upside on offense, but really never showed it consistently in college. So you have to be in a developmental stage where you're like, okay, if these guys pan out, we got something good. If they don't, we knew what we were getting, but there's that little upside, that hope, right, that you have with those two guys. Those two are the outliers when we think about the best bigs in this draft, which comes down to Aiden, Jackson, Bagley, Wendell Carter, and Mo Bamba. So those 5 guys we know are going in the top 10. And then you have your outliers in Robinson and Mitchell Robinson and Robert Williams. So that's what I think about that. So if you do go 14, those 2 guys will be there.
They're still there, yep.
But I'm also saying, if it's a wing-driven league,
he could be Troy Brown.
I'm looking at Troy Brown, Zaire Smith, Kata Diop. I'm looking at Challen Hudson. I mean, I'm looking at a lot of guys on number 14 because that's the last pick before the lottery ends. So, and as we saw last year, who went 14? Bamba from the Heat. And who went after that? The kid from Texas that went to the Nets. Both those dudes played really well, right?
Yeah.
And dude from Texas, the guy Mo Bamba replaced, I'm flipping on his name right now, but he worked out, Jared Allen. He worked out for the Kings.
That's right.
And he had a good workout, but he kind of slipped in there. And now the Nets found a nice defensive player. He plays his role. See, that's what I want. I want you guys to come in knowing what their roles are. Because if you don't have a defined role, you're going to be like Willie a lot of the times, thinking, I'm an offensive player, but I was drafted to play defense and be an anchor. That's what you don't want from these guys. When you draft at number 2, you're looking for a guy who can change your franchise, who can be a 1 or a 2 option, right? On a championship contender. That's the thing. Like when people say, can Jaren Jackson, Marvin Bagley be number 1 guys on a contender? I would say no, but I'm okay if they're number 2 guys, right?
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with that. Your assessment on that?
On Wendell Carter and
On these guys, like when you look at a prospect and you're drafting that high.
Yeah, I think.
What are you looking for?
I think they can easily be a bust if they're on a losing team, on a losing
and everything.
franchise.
You're a product of your environment, right?
Exactly. But if they go in with a team that has veterans, that already has a system in place, I think the Cavaliers or Warriors, the top teams, the playoff teams that have the vets.
Right.
If you bring those guys in, like Mitchell Robertson,
right,
which I recommend to watch his highlights. This guy's a freak. If you bring him in and you bring him in,
you
like
have a developmental program.
There you go, developmental program. These guys can come out way more effective than you might see.
Clint Capela, what did I tell you? When I was in Reno watching the Bighorns, I watched this dude like 3 times. I mean, he played the Bighorns 3 times. I watched him. I'm like, this dude's pretty athletic. What's missing in this game? Why isn't he on the Rockets? Obviously, at that time they had Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
And they had I forgot who was a backup. But if you have a program like that, that makes sense.
Didn't Jordan Bell look like he was a legit rookie? Because he was on the Warriors?
Right.
And
also, playing with the JaVale McGee looked great. Those are guys that are like outliers. When you play on the best team to ever exist.
The guy Bamba from the Heat.
Right.
He looked fantastic. Why? Great coaching and a winning culture.
That's a winning culture, man. That's a developmental place where they go and find dudes from the G League. And they get dudes from there.
I love a lot of players on the Heat right now.
Right. They're scrappers.
Yeah. 2-way players.
You wouldn't say like, damn, like they're super talented.
Yeah.
But they're so well coached, and Spoelstra seems to get the best out of them. Like even when someone can't, he does.
Exactly.
He's a lot like Pop.
Yeah.
Right. And even though Game of Zones came out and they put Brad Stevens as they're the Spurs of the East. I don't know if you saw that.
I did. That was fantastic. I loved it.
That to me, yes, I agree, but I would have liked for them to kind of include Spoltz in there because Spoltz has done a great job since LeBron left.
Yes.
I mean, that team's been a playoff team. Obviously not a contender, but he hasn't had much to work with. He works with what he has. He doesn't make excuses, and to me, super valuable, man. When you have a guy like that, you and I both said, how good is Spoelstra really, right? When LeBron was there, we found out real quick.
Yeah.
Like, we took him for granted. I'm going to say this. I ain't taking Ty Lue for granted at all. That dude is not going to do nothing when LeBron... I'm telling you right now.
Mike Brown
went to the Warriors, so it's not fair. Anybody can coach that team. But Ty Lue, I don't think he's going to be a good... You'll see more of his flaws, even though I saw him a lot, even with LeBron. You'll see a lot of more of his flaws when LeBron leaves and when they draft Michael Porter at number 8. Thoughts on that?
Cleveland drafting Porter at 8? I think Chicago wants him, right?
I think
Chicago's all signs.
I think if Trae Young's there, they're going Trae Young.
Okay, my mock draft will have Michael Porter going to the Chicago. I think Magic are taking Trae Young. They need
the Magic need Trae Young, but I'm just saying their front office
guard.
is known to take good characters and super athletes.
Yes.
He fits one of those. He's a great character, but he's not a super athlete. He's a finesse athlete who is an amazing shooter who can do it all on offense, right? Pick and roll, passing. I think.
Talking about Trae Young, right?
Trae Young,
Okay.
yeah. I think he's a short Luka Doncic. And to me, there's still a lot of value in that.
I think there's a difference. I think Trae Young is clear-cut a better shooter.
Oh, yeah.
than
I'm
Luka
just saying, but
Doncic.
they're very similar. In terms of, like, playmakers,
Yeah.
I consider Luka A and this dude B.
Okay.
So their games are so similar, but the height difference is what bothers you because now he's a minus on defense. Luka can hold his own at times.
Yes.
Because he is 6'9".
He becomes a
Right.
decent rebounder.
Right.
Not a great, but he can get his own rebound. And with Trae Young being
I don't want him doing that.
probably my height or shorter.
I don't want him going up against bigs and injuring himself.
That's right.
Because his frame is little.
He did put on 30 pounds since leaving college.
Who did?
Your boy,
Which one?
Trae Young.
He put 30 pounds on?
Yeah.
Really?
I kid you not. Look it up.
Verify that guy right now.
He has to bulk it up. He has to bulk
30
it up.
pounds
He
or
knows
10
it.
pounds?
30. I guarantee
My
you
God.
it was 30. I guarantee it.
Is he on the Mike Bibby juice?
He's on the Mike Baby juice.
What do you guys think about Mike Bibby, man? I mean, what's the reference you put on Instagram? I'm not an office
Prison
guy.
Mike.
I'm not an
It's
office guy,
Prison
but
Mike.
someone mentioned it like, man, this is cool. Like,
The Dementors.
yeah, see, I was like, what's he saying?
You have to watch The Office.
I was
to
like,
understand
what's this dude
reference.
saying? Someone said, is Oscar my relative? I think so, man. Porter will be a bust. Trae Young might have Mo Williams' career. I think he's a lot better than that. Is True LeBron retired after 15? I saw his... No. Son Hazonia. All right.
Bogey.
All right.
Luka.
Bogey, Hazonia, Luka. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about that? Can it work?
It'll be a bold move. It'll be a bold. We'd
be a Celtic
We'd be
move.
the talk of the town for sure.
Right.
Around the NBA, like okay, Vlade is going all first team, all European out here, man. I don't know if that would work. I think you still need. I love Luka, I love Bogey, but I think I would go with the Marcus Smart before I would go with Hazonia. I would go with Hazonia if we don't have Luka. I would go with Marcus Smart if we already have Luka. I need like a toughness coming off the bench.
You're going Marcus Smart via Luka.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to mix it up.
That's fair.
Not
That's
every
fair.
guy can be European, or else no one's gonna be able to rotate. You can only rotate so much, but you need
And
someone.
see, I just caught him right there. I put him on the spot. He's saying Europe. I don't care what they are. I don't care if they're all European. I'm looking at them from a basketball standpoint.
What did you see in Mario? That says okay, this will work.
Well, I don't know if you watched February and March. Dude was balling. Why? Because he got consistent playing
Willie
time.
was balling at the end of last season and the season before.
Right. But Willie was getting playing time. And Mario has never really gotten consistent playing time because he's had a bunch of coaches. Same with Willie. I mean,
It's hard to say because you need to start.
I think he's a product of his environment.
And Sacramento is an upgrade
Yes.
from Orlando.
Yes.
I agree with you.
I feel like I'm sorry, Magic fans. If you guys are watching, we apologize. But you guys let go of Victor Oladipo, man. And I know and don't say DeMarcus. They didn't let go. DeMarcus was an all-star in Sacramento. Don't you ever say Hassan Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside was a bust in 3 other places before. Isaiah Thomas. I agree 100%. That was one mistake. But the Magic got Tobias Harris. They got Victor Oladipo. That's just 2 guys that are coming out of the top of my head.
Payton.
Nah, he's trash. He's trash. But those are 2 guys to 1. So when you say it's an upgrade, it's a small upgrade in Sacramento, yes.
It depends on who you ask. We'll leave it at that.
Right. No, I just think what they've done in the past, I don't know.
I mean, none of them have made playoffs in forever.
Right. I mean, they've both been terrible, but it's kind of like the lesser of 2 evils. So it's lesser of 2 evils.
That helps you sleep at night. Like,
Right,
We'll go
right.
with Sacramento as an upgrade from
Right.
Orlando.
So if you're Hazonia, I'd go to the Spurs.
There you go.
But-
That makes more sense. Now I see him working out and having a promising
Now is he going to live up to his number 5 pick if he goes to the Spurs? I think he will.
career.
I think Popovich can get, what if he goes to the Heat?
There it is.
South
Don't
Beach.
have to
I know
move-
there's only one
don't
who
have
goes
to
South
move-
Beach.
He doesn't have to move that
South
far.
Beach got a lot of his Spanish women over there too. I'm just
He
saying.
can keep his Eastern time too. He don't have to move to Pacific time and get all the jet lag.
Yeah, you get over that like in 3 days, man. No one on the East Coast, and we know this. No one on the East Coast likes their time because all the games start super
weird.
late.
It's weird. When I
It
first
is
went
weird.
over there, I was like, "What? It's 10
It
o'clock
is
over here,
weird.
and the game's barely starting."
So Kings should draft Luka Doncic, clear the whole roster, change the culture. We're trying to get better defense. I didn't fit with the picture, understood why we traded for him. Okay, so let's talk about Kawhi real quick. Talk about situations of where he can fit. I'm going to look at the picture and read to you guys. So he can get a 5-year, $219 million extension with the Spurs.
Which I thought was gonna happen if he was
Right.
gonna follow the money.
And if he re-signs with the new team in 2019, it's 5 years, $188 million. Now, if you do the math, that's $31 million that he's losing, which is why DeMarcus was so upset. He had the exact same deal on the table.
Yep.
Now his max is going to look similar to that. He lost $30 million. Kawhi, though, I feel like he doesn't care for the money. He just wants to leave already. And if that happens,
He's that type of guy too.
yeah, Kawhi is a guy that goes to and this is true. You can actually look this up. He uses coupons to go to Wingstop. Seriously, he still drives his 1996 Chevy Tahoe from college.
He's like a Marshawn Lynch, bro. Like,
Seriously, no. He
Did
drives his Tahoe, 96 Tahoe.
that's insane.
Right, and I'm sure he's upgraded recently, but the time when he got extended, his first contract, the dude was still using coupons because that's him. That's his humility. That's how he grew up. And he's one of the few guys that money did not really change him, and I love seeing that.
So you honestly think he just wants to go home then, right? You would believe so.
Right.
The way you're describing him.
By his actions, he wants to go home.
Yeah.
Now, home can be subjective. Home can be California. And I'm just saying, he can come back full circle and come back to Sacramento. But
Look at the thing about going to SAC.
yeah,
You don't have to do it with the harsh media.
right.
Right.
We're nice guys.
Or the spotlight's not going to be on you every night, right? Like LA.
Right.
Everyone's going to find you somewhere where you're eating. At Wingstop, they're all going to barge in your door.
Yeah,
It won't happen in SAC.
it won't happen.
They'll
in
just
Sac.
say hi, how's the wife, how's the family. That's all they'll say.
That's it.
You still get money.
You still get paid. You're playing in
still
the
get
nicest
paid.
arena in the world.
You still get 5 years.
Is it 5 years?
4 years. 5.
4 or 5, whatever.
Whatever you want. It works for me too.
Yeah.
And then we all win at the end of the day.
Yeah. And if you
Sacramento
want-
becomes a winning
And if
culture.
his quiet self wants to start vlogging, you can hit
We'll
us
help him
up.
out with that.
Help him out with that. So
That's my pitch for Kawhi.
I think it's a win-win. You know, we have a celebrity, the comedian that's a Kings fan. So if he wants celebrity there, we got him for sure.
We got at least one, right?
We got one.
Shout out to my boy. What's his name?
We
He has a Netflix special.
Netflix special.
I forgot it.
He does have a Netflix special.
Someone leave it in the comments. You guys, Sacramento, I know you're watching. It's from UC Davis. He's a comedian, stand-up guy.
Right, Laker Nation. Laker Nation's in the house. Pitch us or call in right now and tell us why Kawhi should fit or will fit or should go to LA. Talk to me about Kawhi on the 76ers, though. Why would he be a good fit there?
I kind of don't see him as a good fit. Oh, well, I'm underestimating his offense again. I always see, when I first think of Kawhi,
Right,
I always
and
think
it's
defense, defender
disrespectful.
guy. But then I have to remind myself,
The dude's
he
a
can
25.
shoot. He can create a shot. He
Dude's
can
a
dribble.
he's a 90, 50, and 40 guy.
Exactly.
Only other guy is Kevin Durant, who's a scorer.
Exactly, and I just
Isn't it crazy though? He's a 50, 40, 90 guy.
that's insane.
So, okay.
So, I have to rewire my brain. I don't want to see him as just the defender of the team. I have to see him as he's going to command the ball.
Right.
Or Ben Simmons has. I don't know.
I think
that
he'd be a
wouldn't
great compliment to Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons doesn't want to score.
That wouldn't be my favorite team for him to be on.
Oof. I love him there, man. I think a Covington,
I
Kawhi Leonard combination on defense with Joel Embiid anchoring that and with the playmaking ability, it sounds like I'm formulating a team that's unfair on 2K. I got like two guys who are defense specialists but are great offensive players, which is JoJo and Kawhi. And you got a guy who all he wants to do is pass, which is what you need that balance. And you got a guy who all he does is play defense and hits open shots in Covington. All NBA defender. My God. And all you got to do is give up Markelle Fultz and Saric. So, and that's fair,
Ben
right?
Simmons is your point guard.
Yeah, I'm
You
wrong
don't
with
have.
that.
I don't know. I feel like I became a big fan of the Pacers throughout these playoffs, and I feel like Pacers would be the best spot for Kawhi.
How did you fit better than what I just said, though?
Because
they don't have half the talent that the Sixers have.
Okay, but what I see a lot in Ben Simmons is, I feel like he's more of a fast break point guard. Like you'll get the transition going, but I don't know especially with the Celtics, he got exposed a lot in terms of making the offense flow. You know,
he wasn't playing good because he didn't have a secondary playmaker with him. It was just him, so it was easy to crack down on him.
And I don't.
Kawhi is a playmaker. Kawhi can dribble, he can pass, he can score.
I don't see Kawhi as a facilitator though. I feel like they need. I feel like they need Markelle Fultz to be Markelle Fultz.
Yes, that would help, and definitely
Facilitator / scorer.
That's why they drafted him.
Yeah.
He's a perfect complement.
Or trade him and pick up someone else that's that style of play. I don't think Kawhi is like an all around guy. I think he fits on every team in the league.
I think E-Man's being like nitpicky, but yeah.
I feel like he fits on every team in the league, but
right.
I want him on the, I think Pacers, maybe Kings.
He just wants to bounce out the NBA. You don't want
do.
like a powerhouse. Cause
I don't want a powerhouse.
Right,
no.
right.
I want Kevin Durant to go to the Warriors, LeBron go to the Kings, Kawhi go to the Pacers.
That's what we want.
Just
man.
balance out the NBA again, guys.
Right. We want some Thanos. I want everybody to disappear on the Warriors for sure, though. So the news about Michael Porter Jr., right? What concerns you about his entire situation?
My God, it was like a roller coaster. It was like straight downhill and then a little bit of uphill when they said they can reschedule, the pro day workout or evaluation. Basically, the Kings team doctors were going to have to take a look at, Michael Porter themselves and get an evaluation. So are other lottery teams. But the dude canceled his pro day. He rescheduled it. Let's be fair. He rescheduled it. I think they still evaluated him hours later.
Okay, guys. I want you guys to zoom in on. I know we can't zoom in.
Vlade,
Luka Doncic. You guys want to just use pictures as an example. Vlade 7'1". This dude is right there. This dude is at least 6'9". Most likely 6'10". And he's wearing dress shoes, okay? I'm telling you right now, he's not 6'6". He's not 6'7".
believe the hype.
He's 6'10". He's 6'8", 6'10", guaranteed. And when we had this confirmed on the last podcast, he's every bit of a 6'8". And this is a couple months ago. This dude looks like he's 6'10".
He's young. He's still growing.
He's 19. Right.
Like we
Luka is at least 6'9".
We assumed he was 6'6" because we were watching him since last year.
No, people assume because they Wikipedia that.
No, but we were watching him since last year, and those Wikipedia updates were 6'6". Even I saw them. But it's been a year. Guys grow within a year. He's a kid.
Yeah, I forget.
He was 18 years old. He's still growing.
17 and a half, yeah.
17 and a half. Now he's a little
19,
bit older.
He's 19.
A little bit stronger.
Yeah.
A little bit taller. A little bit smarter. Got to put some respect on Luka. And to clarify, that was a picture of Vivek, Vlade's son.
No.
And Luka Doncic.
Vivek's son.
Vivek's son. My fault.
Right. And people, y'all can call him whenever you guys want. I mean, the lines are open. Someone, like 3 people called before the show. I'm like, bro, we're not taking the call.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a Google number, so don't be calling because I'm gonna turn it off after this. But
What'd you think of the Michael Porter situation?
I like Jabari or Randall too, so we'll get to Jabari and Randall.
That's right.
What did I think about Michael Porter? I love him as a prospect, but everything about him screams bust to me because of his injuries, not because of his talent. And if they go number 2, his name will be Greg Porter.
What?
Greg Porter, Greg Oden.
Oh, I got it.
So
I like that. That was nice.
If they really want him, I would trade with Memphis. Pick him up at 4. Kind of justifies it for me. Like, if you're that desperate for this guy,
meaning
I'm not
going 2 wings. Yeah.
No. If they want to swap.
Oh, got it.
Right.
Got it.
The point is, he doesn't warrant a number 2 pick, even if he turns out to be great.
Yes.
Because the odds are against him and him becoming great. Okay, don't at me.
He's such a wild card.
It's such a wild card that to me he's not a number 2 pick. Period. So if you're in love with him, get yourself an extra asset, a young player in return. Move down a couple slots. He'll be there. I promise. He'll be there because Atlanta wants Trae Young, Luka Doncic, Jaren Jackson. Those are 3 guys they want. Okay. In the order, it's Luka and then Jaren.
Isn't that funny? Have we heard Atlanta rumors that they want Michael Porter? It's just the Kings.
Right.
It's just the Kings that just have some sense of love for injured players. They just want to watch them grow up in front of their eyes. Like, oh, you see, I told you guys.
Number 20. I love that.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect.
Love that.
Or OG. I wanted OG.
I love that.
15 or 20.
Right.
Didn't work, but he's a stud.
I think it's justifiable.
In the playoffs.
From 10 to 20 is justifiable for me.
Yes.
Number 2. All right, here it comes.
Here we go. First call.
All right, first call. What we got?
Hey, I was wondering what the Kings will do like for draft night, because there's like rumors about like Michael Porter Jr. happening because people are like wanting to like pick him for like the Kings.
What do you want? I mean, you call in, you give me your opinion, and I'm gonna shove off of that.
I think like Jaren Jackson would be good because it could be like a stretch 4 kind of player, and that's kind of like what we need because like our center position is kind of like Willie Cauley-Stein and like Scal, and I think it'd be like the best for like the future.
So I agree. Jaren Jackson's more of a 5-ish, but he has the ability to play the 4 because he does stretch the floor out with his 3-point ability and his ability to move laterally against other guys, and he's strong enough with his frame is strong enough to contest open shots. So definitely, and that was my question earlier. If you're the Kings, Memphis is trying to get rid of their guy, and you have a chance to get number 4, are you willing to give up Harry Giles and have a combination of Luka Doncic and Jaren Jackson?
Yeah, if you just had to like take on, because were they talking about like Chandler Parsons too? You just take on their contracts with that, since we have like money for cap, right?
Right.
So we would just take on his contract in the 4th pick, and then just trade some other players, not like trade like De'Aaron Fox or like Bogdanovich. Like keep those 2 because those are like the key factors to keep for the future, and then so keep the 4th. To get the 4th pick would be worth it.
I agree 100%. Luka Doncic, Jaren Jackson to me gives you a Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid type combination type players, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what we need because like it's gonna be like it'd be good to do that to like get the young prospects because it will be like a while before we can start like contending, because of the Warriors and all the big teams.
Right. And what was your name, brother?
Brandon.
All right, Brandon, appreciate you, man. Thank you for being a local listener, a loyal listener. And yeah, man, again, thank you so much for your call.
Bye.
Shout out to Brandon.
Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. Man.
Say the number again.
This Nemore cowbell is crispy on there. Oh, my God. Get your merch right now, man. G-Lab plug-in.
Tell me your number.
The number is 209-565-3079. I want Edward to call in. Edward, please call in. I'm trying to hear your opinion, man, because what do you feel about a Luka Doncic, Jaren Jackson type combination, man? I think that's a move that I'll be like, I'm going to go Eric Musselman. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to take it. I'm going to go crazy.
We will definitely have cameras on Leo.
So,
if they draft Luka or they don't have Luka. Other media members are waiting to have a camera on Leo to see his reaction of what the Kings do.
It's funny because the entire local media will have a camera on me because they know that I want Luka Doncic on the Kings. And if they don't draft him, I'm going to lose it.
You might get emotional.
In a professional way. I'm not going to show my emotions if they don't. If they get Jaren Jackson, I'll be just as happy. Now, if they go Bagley or someone else, or if they go Porter, I'm going to go. I think that'd probably be the worst case scenario. But if they go Bagley, I'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on. I hope it doesn't happen. I just hope that you have a guy who fits the mold of the NBA and Luka Doncic, whose IQ is off the charts, who didn't have a good first half today. We were watching the game, and in the second half and third quarter, he took over and he blew out the team. Now his stats may not resemble as oh my god, but they won.
He left with more than half the fourth quarter remaining.
That's what I'm saying. So
The game was already over.
When people say, "Oh, he don't average 20 points a game," I'm like, but they win. And he contributes to the most important thing in sports, winning. Sports unifies people. It alleviates you from reality. It's something that you can go have to work after your stressed out day and alleviate it. Now, if your team loses, you're going to get even more stressed, right? I mean, it just happens like that because you get attached to your teams. So, Luka Doncic, he affects winning. He's a winner. He's a leader of men, and his effect on the floor, in my opinion, will trickle down on his teammates. His passing, his rah-rahs, and get the crowd involved, and it's going to make everyone that much better. Like Lonzo Ball, if he develops a jump shot, my God, that's going to be good. And I already think Luka has that. I think Luka's a better Lonzo Ball. And that's a good thing. Again, Lonzo Ball, much, much better defender. Much better. He's a very good individual defender, very good team defender. But he's not a great shooter. Luka Doncic, much better shooter. So my thing is pick your poison. If you have a guy at 6'6", or 6'8" who can do what these two can do, then they're in the special class, in my opinion, right?
Ben Simmons as well.
Ben Simmons. So those three guys.
You have to have a guy like that,
But only two teams have that. A guy at that size.
Yeah.
Like, there's facilitators that are 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3". You ain't got no 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" guys like this. You don't. That's why they're such a rare commodity.
Yeah.
So when you have a chance to take a guy like that, you take a guy like that.
You take him. Simple.
So talk about how Fox and Luka can work together.
If the playoffs taught you anything, it's that the bigs aren't. Let's give credit to bigs though.
Okay,
bigs aren't making a comeback.
Okay, you and I project players for the playoffs, right? Not the season.
Not the season.
All right, go ahead.
And to some degree this season as well. I think from what we've watched.
I know, but ceilings are playoffs. Like when we look at a player, what is the ceiling on a contender?
Yes.
I mean, that's the question you have to ask yourself, right?
Yes.
What can this guy do? What can he be? Those are the questions you have to ask when you're drafting that high.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah. So you're asking me what I think about Luka and Fox fitting together.
Right.
I think Luka, the way it can work is, okay, Fox is the primary ball handler, bringing up the ball, calling out the plays. We know Dave Yeager trusts Fox calling the shots in terms of what play is being ran. And what I've seen throughout last season is players get tired. Players get banged up. Players, throughout the 82-game season, you don't want Fox playing 40 minutes a night, 82 games, back-to-back nights, including. It's like there will be nights where Fox can't be calling all the shots, but Fox might,
happened last year.
Exactly. Like just we watch the NBA. Like we know this is stuff that we just have to say, oh no, it's gonna be a perfect season. No one's gonna get hurt, and that's it. The 2 playmakers we have is more than enough. No, it's not. I do not want Buddy Hield.
I want 5 playmakers.
Damn
Warriors have 5.
Exactly.
Andre Iguodala's a great playmaker, and he's our bench player. Sean Livingston's a good playmaker, and he's a bench player.
I love Sean Livingston.
My God.
I don't want Garrett Temple running the point guard.
I want him shooting shots.
I want him playing defense and shooting shots. Buddy Hield shooting shots. Giles making reads from the elbow. But the Kings, the whole NBA needs a lot of playmakers. It's the new NBA. You're not just a guy catch the ball, throw it in the post, and let him go to work. It's you want to win basketball. You got to have multiple guys that are gonna make it from game 1 to game 82 and be there ready for playoffs.
You want Costa Koufis as players.
Exactly.
You want those type of players.
Exactly.
Broken fingers, whatever.
I
plays.
think it's gonna work. I think it'll work very, very well. I mean, having Doncic is only positives on the offensive end.
And then having the notion of, again, on the offensive end, the notion that he's a terrible defender, he's a bad defender individually.
We agree with you guys. We're not sugarcoating that.
Right.
He is. He's not going to lock down somebody
in my opinion,
one-on-one.
as much as a fan that I am of his game, he's a good team defender, man. I mean, whenever you have that basketball IQ and you have that size, like, the reason why I don't think James Harden will ever become a good defender is because he's 6'4", but this guy is 6'8", 6'9". So to me, he has the strength and the bang to like play team within the constraints of a team, right? That's what you want from today's star offensive player. You want him to be even kill on defense, not a negative, because if you're a negative, you have to be great on offense.
Call it
2. You always hanging up. Call again. 916. Apologize.
Again, Luka, good team defender, bad isolation defender. But how me and Leo talk about
James Harden,
where we can
Steph
see,
Curry,
where we can see Luka Doncic playing is the thing about him is you can hide him guarding the weakest wing on the floor, right?
You can.
You can't hide a big.
That's like worst case, yeah, right.
Exactly, but you can't hide a big man because he needs to be the guy, rotating and making contesting shots. Like if you're not a good, a big that can't play defense, you're gonna get exposed night in and night out. The Kings see that all the time. Every time someone sets a screen, it's like every single player can have a career night if they just get some pick and rolls going.
That's the thing. De'Aaron Fox is supposed to be a lockdown defender. Hello, welcome to the show.
Speaker.
Hello, this is Edward calling from South
What's
Korea.
up, Edward?
How are we
You're
thinking
my
with-
guy, man. You're my guy.
How are we thinking with Michael Porter Jr.? Are you kidding me?
Exactly. I mean, you're speaking to the choir, bro.
How many more red
I
flags?
think it's a smoke screen.
You think it's smoke screen, huh?
I think it's a smoke screen. So
Me too.
yeah, I think they're trying to see, maybe if they could maybe trade down one, still get Doncic or Bagley, and try to get extra picks. They have nothing to lose, and
the only issue that
nobody knows what the Kings are going to do.
Right.
And Lottie's been quiet, which is really smart.
Right.
Finally, so they're all just making guesses, and the hype is going out there, and 90% of what you hear is just simply not true.
Listen to the Woj pod today. He just released it, and he's like, I do not know what Sacramento's going to do. He's like, they're a wild card.
Right.
He's like, I don't know. They might go Porter, they might go Bagley, they might go Luka.
The only issue is that I have with trading back is if your guy is Luka Doncic, he's not going to be there at 4 because Atlanta, that's their number one guy. So if he drops to 3,
I just think it'd be foolish to trade back.
Yeah, don't get cute with it. Just draft Luka.
I think it'd be foolish.
Right. Like that's my point. If your guy is Luka and you're trying to get cute with it, you're going to lose him because Atlanta's going to take him. That makes sense?
Yeah, definitely. And your friend Matt, who's
Right.
with Locked On, they just did a draft, like a mock draft, and each Locked On, area, like it was
Right.
like the Phoenix Suns, and then they all top 5 teams. The first thing they said was, "Oh well, since Doncic is off the board, I guess we got to take." Each team, the first 5 teams, all said they all wanted Doncic.
Exactly. and it's all smokescreen because every team, and people don't understand this. Every team wants Luka Doncic.
Every team needs a Luka Doncic.
But the thing is, what people don't understand is passing is really contagious. And when you have somebody like Luka Doncic, who's a 6'8", player who has extremely high basketball skills for his age, I mean, come on, he's just going to make everybody better. And now you got returning Harry Giles. You got Buddy, who's hopefully improving his handle. You got Bogdan. Come on, he's a stud. And Fox, who's still improving his game, and I think actually, Luka is going to make Fox a better player. To tell you the truth.
Exactly.
And I think that'd be a great combination together because you got speed and intelligence, which are a lethal combination, if you ask me.
And again, that's what I've been trying to preach to the choir. Those two together would be marvelous. Okay, one last question for you. If you have a chance to trade for number 4, the Kings draft Luka at number 2, and you have a promise that either, which is true, which is Bagley and Jackson would be available at 4, would you pull the trade and trade Harry Giles and then absorb Parsons' contract and get number 4 to draft Jaren Jackson?
That's a tough one.
Is it? Is it though?
The thing is, I've watched a lot of tape on Giles before his injuries, and wow, he was extremely impressive. I just don't know what Giles that you have now.
Yeah, and
I would think he's actually a better player. Than Jaren Jackson. But it just depends on what's his health status. But from Doug Christie is saying that he looks pretty awesome in practice, I guess.
Right.
And,
So
and Giles is a smart player too. He passes, he defends, he shoots well. I don't know. If he could actually be 100% healthy and he hasn't lost a step, I'd stay with him.
Right, and
depends on health.
And that's my thing too. It's like that doubt. If there's any doubt in your mind, that warrants me to give him up for a guy who I believe can be a multi-defensive player of the year in Jaren Jackson, right? If I scouted him correctly and I believe he can stretch the floor and become a force on defense, that warrants a top 3 pick in my opinion. And that's how I'm looking at it. Is that accurate?
But to clear it up, because people were asking that if it's where is Giles for Jaren Jackson? It's any, you're saying anyone on the Kings, right? Right. So not just Giles. Leo, just clear that up.
Right. It's not just Giles. If they say
he's by far the best defender in this draft class. Well, maybe Mo Bamba, maybe.
No. He's Jaren Jackson, a much better defender.
But the thing is, his shot. I like his shot. He's definitely consistent. It just comes off a little flat off his hand a little bit. And I see him, his decision-making skills are not maybe the best. Whereas where Giles is, he looks, he has some swag to his game. He has a major swag on
his high school highlights do, though.
Like 100%.
Right.
Again, clear it up. It's just
right, and
it can be Buddy Hield. It can be
and
Giles can be Willie. Giles is not a bad defender either.
Well, we don't know that.
It just depends on his health. It just depends on his health.
Right. Yeah, Edward though, but we don't know if he's a good defender though. I can't base anything off of his mirror image in college. He was pretty depressing in Duke, and then I don't put much stock into high school on defense because, come on. And then to clarify, I'm not saying Harry Giles. I'm not saying just Harry Giles. It can be Buddy Hield. It can be, obviously, Willie, I do it in the heartbeat. It can be...
Oh, yeah, Willie, I do it in a heartbeat, yeah.
That's messed up.
Right. But I'm just saying, though.
Hating on Willie.
No, come on. I think Willie would trade himself too.
Stop.
I'm kidding, Willie. And if Willie's watching this, I apologize, but I just think Jaren Jackson is that.
I like Giles.
Right. But I just think
Giles.
I just think there's more certainty.
I wish him the best.
Me too. But I just think there's more certainty with Jaren Jackson becoming a defensive player of the year candidate because of his status on not having health issues. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I like what he brings. Definitely, there's no doubt about that. And even if a guy gets a step on him, he's so long and lengthy, he still blocks it. He'll be definitely a defensive force.
All right, my man. I appreciate you calling in, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, hopefully the Kings get Doncic.
I agree. Amen.
Look at too.
All right, that was that word. Always a great call. I apologize for kind of interrupting because we're both passionate. But again, to clarify,
It's not just Giles.
it's not just Giles. I'm just saying, if I'm the Grizzlies, I want Giles, right?
I don't know.
We can't think about it so one-sided. It's always one-sided. I want their best player, and I'm giving you my worst. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to be realistic and think Memphis is gonna ask for something, with upside. The only upside I see is Harry Giles, for it to make sense.
Willie Cauley-Stein?
Stop. If you're Memphis, and you had a choice, who would you go, Buddy or Giles?
Buddy.
Really?
Yes. He's shown everything. He's shown he's an NBA scorer.
That's what
I haven't seen anything from Harry. What are you talking about?
So
I just hear.
So on the list, I
can't even see it in practice. Like
that's fair. Okay.
What makes you think Grizzlies are gonna take King's word? Like King's, of course, the organizations are gonna say the right things.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, Giles can do this.
So if you're Memphis, your list on who you want the most is what?
Is Bogdanovich.
Number 1?
Yes.
Okay, who else?
Fox.
Number 2?
Yes.
And number 3?
Buddy Hield.
Okay. And that's all I'm trying to say. It's perspective out there, though. Hey, if you're a Kings fan, don't try to give them your worst players, because that's not realistic. Because they're going to ask for your best player. And if you can be in the middle, you're right. It might be Buddy Hield.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
But I still think
I just because the comments are all saying no, Giles is doing this. It's not just Giles. It's Leo's putting out everyone. Everyone's up for grabs.
But I feel like they see
you negotiate from there.
But I feel like they see more upside in Giles than Buddy. That makes sense. Like if your proposition
it's
is
debatable.
Right.
I think coming from the Kings organization,
that's objective. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I think the Kings see Giles as way more.
You know what you know, and you know that Buddy's a baller.
The Grizzlies don't see that. They're not
right.
in here day to day
right.
watching Giles develop. Only the Kings can say so many things about Giles to hype him up, and the high school tape only helps him.
Right.
But I think if the Grizzlies are looking, they go Bogdan first, Fox second, and then Buddy third in terms of who do they want.
They said trade Bruno instead.
not the Brazilian
Kevin Durant. Not the Brazilian Kevin Durant. Come on, y'all. Bruno is about to have a breakout season. 2 years away from being 2 years away from being 2 years away. What's that mean?
Man, these Kings fans have
no mercy.
You
have no mercy, man. Okay, I think someone had mentioned. Okay, Julius Randle, Jabari Parker, Aaron Gordon. Your pick.
Julius Randle is number 1. He's A-list.
Okay.
I go Julius first.
Okay. You're maxing him out.
Yes, I max him out. No questions asked.
Okay.
He's stud.
Okay.
I flip a coin for the next two guys,
Me too.
man.
I'm not sure. I love Jabari Parker, man. I have an affinity for him, even though Aaron is so athletic, though.
He's staying healthy.
I don't think. Yeah, I think if you told me he'd be healthy, both be healthy, Jabari's a better player.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But because of that wild card of what we know, it's scary to max this dude out. Like,
exactly.
I mean, if you're scared about Michael Porter, you better be scared about Jabari Parker.
I think
number two pick overall. Okay, red flags.
What was his injury again?
Knees.
Okay.
His knees.
I would go Aaron Gordon then.
See what I'm saying? You got to be consistent, right?
Yeah. Sorry, Jabari. I love Jabari.
Me too. I think the guy's
Jabari
a beast.
and the Greek Freak made me become
a Bucks fan.
A Bucks fan.
Right.
Or watch the Bucks a lot more than I do.
What's the max line for Julius? Can Julius be the next Draymond Green? Jabari is going to have a Grant Hill career. That's actually a good career because I get it. Grant Hill is supposed to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
He was still pretty damn good, but because of all his injuries, it didn't come to fruition that way. So, to me, Julius Randle will be making $24 million. Is that fair, guys? I mean, they paid George Hill 19. What's $5 more million for a young 25, 26-year-old?
Yeah.
Who's about to enter his prime?
He's young. Exactly.
He's young.
You hit it on the money.
You
he's
give
about
him 4 years.
He's about
he'll
to hit
still
his
be
prime
30.
time. He's about to hit his prime time.
And he'll still be 30
Yep.
by the time his contract's up.
Yeah.
So
and you could if he's at his prime, you can even flip him later.
you can flip him later. So, and again, that goes back to last year. The Kings
Someone's
offering.
calling here.
Go ahead, call.
He's calling to the Snapchat, to the Cowboy Kingdom Snapchat, guys.
Go ahead and follow us. We're also on a new website, the Sports Daily. Go ahead.
Hey, I was saying, like, you know, for the Memphis pick thing, you think you could do, like, Scal, Justin Jackson in the second round pick?
See, and again, bro, like I would love that. But see, we're always, as fans of the team, we're always trying to give them their worst, right? Like you always have to put yourself. That's not fair because I would want Buddy Hield over both those guys.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're always looking for ways to minimize us losing talent, and then someone else is being the unbeneficiary. But again, I would love for that, but reality is they're going to ask for Buddy Hield or Harry Giles because Bogey and Fox to me are off limits, right?
Right.
Earlier you were saying that you weren't. I was saying not yet.
No. I mean,
Okay, but in Vladdy's eyes, I think they're both untouchable.
I was playing devil's advocate, and I clarified that. I said those two guys to me are untouchable.
Okay.
Harry and Buddy to me are not. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll be upfront about that. Your thoughts?
When we traded Boogie for Buddy, so I don't think we got. If we trade Buddy Hill, we got to get something big. You feel me? Like
Number 4 pick can do it.
So is the number 4 pick not enough?
I mean, I wouldn't trade a number 4 pick for Boogie. You feel me?
I would.
Would you?
Yes.
You would.
Yes. If it guarantees you Jaren Jackson.
But trading Boogie also got you Fox. It changed your standings.
Facts.
So yeah. So it's not just Buddy Hield. I mean, it got you De'Aaron Fox.
Because you lost a lot.
And
Right.
and it got you and I hate to say it, but it got you Justin Jackson and Harry Giles.
Yeah. Sure.
Because you got number 10 out of it,
Yeah,
which
and then they
could have
lost.
been
I feel
Donovan
like
Mitchell.
Sleeping on Buddy though, you know, Buddy can blow up at any time. You feel me?
Right. And I'm not questioning. I'm just saying, what do the Grizzlies prefer?
Yeah.
Facts.
Like if you're a Grizzlies GM, who do you want?
If you're a Grizzlies fan, you're like, I don't want your garbage. I want your best. I want your best player.
Right.
I want Buddy Hield.
Right. They want to hoop too.
Exactly. So it's always let's put things in perspective. Always put yourself in someone else's shoes, and I think it's fair. I think if they say, "Give me Harry" or "Give me Buddy," and we give you number 4 pick, and you take on this awful contract, I'm gonna pull the trigger, man.
And we trade him
I
out
was
too.
saying that because I seen earlier they was talking about Harrison Barnes trying to trade just Harrison Barnes and the 4th pick for Chandler Parsons. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Dallas was trying to do that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Dallas is number 5 and Parsons is number 4 with Memphis.
Yeah, Dallas would move back.
Oh, that
But
makes
give
sense.
give up the other guy too.
Oh, okay,
Harrison Barnes.
that makes sense for both teams.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, they was trying to trade the pick too.
Oh,
Yeah, Dallas.
They was trying to do straight up Harrison Barnes.
wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
didn't
what I
know
heard.
that. I did not know that.
I did not know that
So
either.
Harrison Barnes for the number 4 pick.
That's it?
And
Yeah.
Well,
So Dallas would get
number 4 and 5.
number 4 and 5?
Yeah.
Number 4 and
Yeah.
6. I think 4 and 6.
No, 4 and 5.
4 and 5.
4 and 5.
6 is Orlando.
It's 4 and
Oh
5.
yeah.
Oh my God, no! If I'm the Kings, I'm calling right now. Hey, okay.
Yeah, like I thought y'all heard that, but I mean, of course, my source can be wrong.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, if you have a chance to get Luka Doncic and Jaren Jackson in the same draft, you're winning, man.
Facts.
So, hey, appreciate you calling in, brother. Go get your CK merch.
All right. Thanks for calling,
All right, brother.
man.
All right. Someone else is calling in. I don't know, man, but all I'm saying is there's a party to be thrown if they get those two guys. So, someone says, give Memphis Buddy if you got to draft Luka anyways. Then you have Luka, Bogey, Fox. Then number 4, you take J.J. Bagley. And that's my idea, right? Like,
Yes.
he's expendable because you're going to draft Luka at number 2.
Who's expendable?
Buddy.
Okay.
Because now you're filling a hole that you have to fill in a big, right? Like you need a defensive anchor, so you're pretty much killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You get Luka, which what you really need.
But what you don't realize is you're gonna have to get permission from Bogdan for trading his best friend.
Right.
I'm kidding. No, Vlade will call any shots he wants. But
Vlade's a man.
Bogdanovic will have to make a new friend with
Luka Doncic.
Doncic.
I'm just saying.
No. But we'll see. It's intriguing. Or would you trade?
Or someone's saying, would you offer Clint Capela max? So that means you don't get number 4, right?
You don't get 4.
But
stay home with Buddy.
You stay home with Buddy, and you stay home with Luka.
And then you go get Clint. I'm sold.
I'm sold.
That's my number 1 option.
Really?
Clint Capela. Yeah.
Over Jaren Jackson?
I would choose Clint Capela right now over Jaren Jackson. I feel like
I wouldn't. Because then you're locked in for 5 years, right? On a guy who isn't that offensive talent with like no upside on offense. Because see, and that's what I'm saying. When you have a hitch, it goes like this, right? That's a hitch. This dude goes like this. There's no hitch. It's consistent. The shot's gonna go in. So when you have upside, it's different to me.
You're picking his upside over
Yes.
what you already know in Clint Capela in defense.
Because I think that he can reach that height on defense. But he can also give you
I'm not gonna say no to that.
He can also give you the element of offense, which to me is a boom, boom, boom.
Okay,
and that's subjective. That's my opinion.
And
I'm not mad if we get Capela. I'm like, God.
I get it. Your thing is
Right.
based on potential. He can become an offensive player, and then he can get to Capela's level.
Right.
How long?
2 years.
And then how quick can Capela get you there? In terms of you need to be a playoff team.
Do you make the playoffs with Capela in year 1 though? I think that's what you have to ask
You're
yourself.
telling me Capela, Luka, Fox, Buddy, and Bogdanovic?
That's
Take it to the bank.
That's compelling.
8 seed, here we come.
8 seed. That's
Unless
they'll
the Lakers definitely draft LeBron, Kawhi,
Right.
and everyone else.
They'll definitely make a run for it. But say you don't make it. Say you know you won't make it with that team. Then do you go Jaren Jackson?
I just feel like Capela will speed up the process.
Right, and I agree. But would he speed it up at that point? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, if you get a guarantee that you won't make it, then would you go Jaren?
If I get a guarantee,
that you're not making the playoffs.
It's perspective. Like, if you're down not to make playoffs for another 2 years, but in those next 2 years, you're going to be a dominant team.
He goes, who would you guys prefer? Clint Capela,
I'm ready for the Kings
Max,
to win.
or you wait for Jaren, and it's subjective. He might become a force right off the bat. You don't know that. I'm giving him 2 years, though.
Yeah.
To wait 2 years to become a force on defense.
And then...
Because Draymond Green took about 3 years to become a force. He was pretty good.
And the Kings
but a force is like Capela, like Draymond.
Yes.
Like, those are forces. I think Jaren can become a force in 2 years. But he's going to be very good, though. He's an upgrade over anyone on the Kings. Right now.
Yes.
So...
But there are free agents out there.
Who can fill the void so you won't give up Buddy Hield? Because you're high on Buddy.
Yes,
Okay.
I am. I keep Buddy.
All right.
Have you seen his off-season workouts? Buddy Hield's off-season workouts are amazing. This guy looks like a facilitator on Instagram.
Oh my! On Twitter too.
On Twitter, it's amazing, and I gotta respect it. You know, he's putting in the work.
And we're gonna have his boy Trey Slays.
I like to see that.
And we're gonna have him on the podcast, so stay tuned for that.
You know, what do you think?
This is a great look, right, guys? I mean, do you guys love this look? Because I do.
I think the sun's about to settle.
Sun's about to settle.
Okay.
Got the building. Go ahead.
Let me ask you something. Do you encourage players? Because some people will see it as showing off. You know, like, oh, you're showing off that you're working out. You know, and then come season time, you don't do that, and you're like, oh, you just faked it. Or do you encourage you guys to constantly show, okay, this is what I'm doing, updating basically their fans in the NBA Twitter of what they're doing in the offseason?
I think the NBA fans, the NBA universe fans, they want to see what you're doing.
Okay. Because
they're all into your business. Okay. That's what social media does for you.
Okay.
Before, it'd be like, it's kind of like when you're fasting, you're religious. You don't want to tell the world that you're fasting.
Okay.
Because it's between you and God, right?
Okay, yes.
In this situation, it's you report to the fans.
Okay.
Fans pay for your salaries.
I agree.
So it's perspective.
Yeah, I feel like, and if you're doing bad during the season, it's okay. Like, hey,
it's reflected. Yeah.
Yeah, like I put in the work. You know, you saw in the offseason I wasn't MIA for the past
Right.
3 months.
Right.
You know, he was, you know, I like to, like, I see Harry Giles posted a lot, and I see Buddy Hield post a lot, and it encourages me saying, all right, I like seeing these guys put in. Even Malachi Richardson.
Right.
You know, he's like, sometimes he forgets to post to be like, but he'll be like, you know, this is my second workout already today. But then I'll go and see another player. I think it was one of the Phoenix players saying, you know, you don't stop showboating or showing all the stuff you're doing online, like, you know, put in the work without showing anybody.
Right.
And I don't know. I feel like personally, I would encourage players to keep doing that. It builds your brand, which is
No doubt.
a good thing.
Right.
And then it solidifies, okay, this guy's not wasting his time in the offseason. He's actually out here grinding. And what I see a lot is a lot of people attack Fox every time he posts a video playing
Why
video
though?
games.
Why are they attacking him?
Because all they say is work on your jump shot, work on your jump shot, work on your jump shot.
Same with Lonzo. Why is Lonzo in the studio? I'm like, and LeVar put it, and I don't like other LeVar fans, but he told Colin Howard, "Do you have a mic 24/7? Are you in the bathroom saying, I'm gonna work on my interview?" Like, no, it's not just that. Like, we're human beings too, right?
Exactly. You go home and watch a movie, or like,
Right.
And if Fox wants to play video games,
Let him
play. Don't criticize him. Say, oh, working. Obviously, he's working on CM Porter,
right.
his boy from LA, always posting videos of Fox working out hard, and that for me is enough. Saying, okay, this guy, obviously he's working on his jump shot. Don't act like he needs to be working on his jump shot 24/7. It's just like, but if you, I'm not saying don't work on your jump shot, because there are obsessed players like Kobe Bryant that do exist. Kawhi Leonard.
That's how Kawhi became a good shooter.
Like I think Buddy Hield is very close to that in terms of, you know, being obsessed with the game so much that's like all you do is wake up, want to play basketball, then you want to work out, then you want to play basketball with someone else, and then work out again. Like, there are some rare players, and you will notice it, that are just obsessed with like what's his name, Conor McGregor, obsessed with fighting. Like, there are people like that are just obsessed with the game.
And a shout out to Just Creative with the K 916. Shout out to you, man. Big Kings fan here. I want to diversify the show into an entire NBA show, so that's what we're aiming in the next couple months. So if we start seeing other coverage, don't get mad, don't get upset. You know, there's a lot of other fans coming in from different channels. We're doing different giveaways. If you guys don't know, the Dime Drop, one of the best channels right now, they're hot. They've just surpassed 15,000 subscribers in like less than a week. So good for Kyle. Very happy for him. We're doing the giveaway. The giveaway is June 21st, which is draft day. We're giving out a jersey of your choice. So go ahead, enter the giveaways. The description, the links will be in the description for details. Also, the show is presented by Valley Tire Center. Make sure to go out there. Follow them on Instagram, because they're giving out NBA tickets all season long, and they're one of the most reliable tire stores in Northern California. So if you're looking for a tire, if you're looking for a brake job, if you're looking for a lift job on your trucks or whatever, on your cars, if you roll like that, they'll get it done for you. All you got to do is ask for Brett Pedroia. Awesome dude. And again, thank you to them for believing in us, and we want you guys to believe in them.
Someone said, all NBA sounds cool, but no Lakers coverage.
Someone said no Lakers coverage, man. But that's the hottest ticket in town, though. People want to see click, click, click. As you guys know, you guys can definitely click, click, click. And if you guys want to support also Cowbell Kingdom and the covers that we do, we also have a Patreon channel now. If you guys want to subscribe and, you know, keep pushing us to put out more content, please do so. The links are in the description. It'll be available as well. All I gotta do is patreon.com/Cowbell Kingdom. We appreciate you guys, and we thank you guys so much. We try to do as many giveaways. You know, we'll be here very soon in Sacramento doing a lot more in the community, and that's fun. We got Summer League, which will cover all the NBA, right?
Sacramento, that's right.
In Sacramento. We'll have coverage from Manny Vietes in Las Vegas. We won't be making a trip. We're going to Mexico. He's going to Arizona, and I'm going to Hawaii, and I'm going to Cancun. So lots of trips to be taken. So We definitely want to push for a lot more content, a lot more consistent content. Let me know what you guys think in terms of like what type of breakdowns do you like? Do you like how I pretty much winged it the other day with Jaren Jackson? I did it that way because I know him so well, and I didn't need any reference or any scripts. I just know him.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how I did it. Some people liked it, some people didn't. If you like me to read off a script, I personally don't like it because I feel like I'm forced at times. When I'm just flowing, I'm flowing, and I feel like it sounds better. But again, it's all subjective. Let me know what you guys think.
All the vlogs are scripted, all right? We make them do like 15 takes before we finalize the script. Before we say Luka Doncic at number 2.
Yeah. So definitely the last 2 vlogs that have been sort of cinematic have been, my voice has been more like to fit that type of video. As you guys know, I'm energetic and stuff like that, but I can definitely hit those type of tones as well. If that's all you want me to do, let me know. Also, in the news and Drama Alert. Shout out Drama Alert, man. I mean, love that channel. If you guys don't watch that channel, make sure. They're funny, man. They're great stuff. Other than that, I think we hit Kawhi Leonard to the Lakers. I think that'd be awesome. I think the Lakers should be good in the NBA because that brings that competitive spirit back. And every time they come to Golden One Center, I want the Kings to beat them. And it makes it that much funner. You don't want to beat a trash Laker team. Let's just keep it real. I want to relive those playoff series, right, in 02. This time I want the Kings to beat them.
They're going to cheat, though, getting Kawhi and LeBron.
But LeBron's out.
Develop your young guys like we are. Come on.
LeBron's on his way out, though.
LeBron should go to the Knicks. Or the
Trae Young.
Pacers.
Trae Young, Porzingis, LeBron. That's a championship team.
LeBron in Sacramento. You guys have seen my comments. When's the next podcast?
The next podcast, Keemstar. Someone knows. Keemstar from Drama Alert.
Oh, gosh.
When's the next podcast? The next podcast is...
Draft night is Thursday.
Right. So there's a podcast on Frankie Vision's channel on Tuesday. So I'll be hosting that. Frankie and I will be going over the draft. We kind of save it towards the end. We'll have another one. We'll save Buddy Hield's trainer for after the draft because this is intense draft time.
Okay.
I'm going to release, not here, but my top 25, my big board, not a mock draft. I'm going to give you guys how I rank these prospects and who I believe will be the next big deal in the NBA. So that's coming up, and I can't wait for that because I'm going to get judged on that for many years ahead of me. Like they're going to go back and say, you know what, he was right or he was wrong. Right? I got kind of lucky with Mitchell and marketing last year. This time I'm going to put it all on video and have a reference point for all you guys to see. And for you guys to see how I approach a prospect and what I'm looking for. We'll even have E-Man do like a top 10, maybe.
You just need 2. You just need 1. Luka.
That's it. I mean, that's how, like Cole Swicker says. It's not mock draft. Luka. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Stepien, man. Best draft website in the world. Other than that, man, that's going to do it, guys. It's 6:30. Got to move the car. Other than that, you have any other thoughts? Thought we had a good conversation. We took some calls in. It looks crispy. Audio's probably good, I hope. I think it is because we're yelling. So other than that, man, I got nothing else to say. No show tomorrow. This is the Saturday morning edition, 11 to 12 on a Friday night. We got to do some things tomorrow. Busy stuff. But all next week, even Sunday probably. Tomorrow we're releasing 6 a.m. the podcast in YouTube fashion, the Atlanta Hawks, what they're going to take.
Yes, sir.
And then Sunday we'll probably have something for you every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got you guys. On behalf of the entire Cowbell Kingdom Nation, thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one.